What's up, everyone?
Right on time.
The Arc Hive is back.
Hello.
Yep.
What up? In this episode, we got our dogs, and so I'm sure a lot of this is going to be unusable, and we're going to have to throw them outside, but we're going to try it.
Yep, gonna be a lot of yelling.
Yeah. So, cool.
This is Rory. This is Noctis.
Be a good
Knox is a little out of frame, but he's here.
This is Krys.
That's me.
This is Trey. I'm Huff.
No, I'm Huff.
We are
And I like to party.
3/5 of Archeons. Whoops. Forgot about
Oops.
the bass player.
Happens.
Today we're gonna talk about shit.
Rory jumping around.
He just
Yeah.
jumped off my neck.
Good boy.
We're gonna talk about the music video, our experience with that.
The podcast, just how that's been going so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, just kind of what's been going on with us.
New updates, new singles in the works.
So I guess let's just kick it off with the
Music
music video.
Yeah, so all in all, like, it was a pretty easy experience, like, because we just had, like, a basic idea, and Holcomb came in, links in the description to KHK Productions, by the way, go check out his channel and subscribe. He just came in and fucking killed it, like, he took our basic ideas and turned them into a reality.
Yeah, for sure. Once we got, like, the location, which we kind of knew,
Yeah.
like, where we were going to do certain things, and then just having him be able to film and then put on all those, like, beautiful touches was so nice. Like, because in the past it was always just us doing everything, so to pass it off to him, and he's just crazy talented. That guy knows how to work After Effects so well.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that was just really cool. And then just roar.
You are the star of this podcast, don't worry.
That's right. But yeah, so it just started off, we were in the garage figuring out how to, like, trying to timestamp everything. Remember when we were doing that? Like, timestamping, like, when certain things, it didn't happen like that when we filmed.
No.
We just kind of...
Just kind of wung it.
Yeah, wong it.
Wung it?
Yeah. Copyright that word.
Google
Yeah,
it.
we just wong it. And,
What would you say, winged it?
Just winged it.
That
Yeah.
sounds worse. I don't like
Winged
that.
it.
Winged.
Winged.
It's like hanged.
Hung
so, and then, yeah, we got that released on Saturday, which was, like, the 7th, I don't know.
It was the day after Friday.
Yeah. And then it's just been out to the world, and it's doing
Okay.
well. It's performing.
It's okay.
It's performing better than Consuming Gravity.
That is true.
Yeah. No, it's been doing great. I think
makes sense.
the hard thing with, like, local music is trying to get people to pay attention, and hence podcasts and everything else that we do to try to bring attraction. And then music's obviously our main focus, so going into that. But yeah, for a new artist putting out music, I think that it's performing pretty well. I think that we're kind of past the idea of, like, something going viral and everything.
So, given our experience with the music video and, like, the storyline and all that, would you say our next music video is going to be even better? Are we going to take a more, like, relaxed approach and just shoot something that's just us jamming? What are you thinking for the next music video?
So the next thing that we have in works with us playing would be Beneath the Waves acoustic version. And so that's actually going to be just us playing, and the sound is going to be what you know, like, off of the camera, so it's not going to be recorded.
Hopefully, unless it's terrible.
Yeah, well, hopefully we'll make it not terrible. So the idea here, it's already out on the internet now, so now we have to do it. But
Well, yeah, but we could record the audio.
I mean, we'll probably record, like, with the mic or something.
There's
and
nothing
put
wrong
it,
with being mic'd.
Well, yeah, I mean, we're going to have, I should say that we're going to have, like, the microphone plugged up and everything.
So it's not going to go off the camera audio.
Okay, well, you know what I mean.
Unless it sounds good.
It's going to be a live playthrough.
Live performance.
Yeah. Oh, my God. This ain't going to work.
He's just gonna keep going.
Rory.
Look at his lip.
He's like looking at he's like watching the grass kick and he's barking.
You gotta get that light.
But
all
What
the
can I
light.
bark at? What can I bark at?
Yeah.
Something move, please.
yeah. So so it's gonna be a live performance for that one, and it'll be a music video, but it's gonna be just us playing. It's not gonna be anything intricate. And then we have a couple other things releasing after that, and then we'll have a single coming out soon. And for that, I really don't know.
I haven't figured that out either.
I don't know if we want to try to shoot a video for that. Obviously, video is always better, but it's like
matter
I
of
just don't
time.
have an idea for it yet.
it's that, and then
It's a very emotional song, so I don't know like how much of the band should be shot in it.
yeah, we could do something like how Closer,
Yeah,
how they have like a little lyric video over just like some shots and
yeah,
stuff.
that'd be cool.
So something like that. But videos, I feel like, is always better in this day and age. So we're always trying to figure out how to put out some kind of video without breaking the budget and not putting, like, spending weeks and not putting something out because we're trying to film something.
What would you say, like, people are more likely to watch a video 2 out of 3 times instead of, like, hearing an audio clip, or?
I just feel like if you're scrolling through Facebook, because we do most of our promotion on Facebook,
That is true.
you're probably not going to sit there and listen to
You're
an
not
audio.
gonna click to an external link either.
Yeah, that's why, like, going to YouTube, like, linking just YouTube in the comments is... I mean, I've never tested it, but I
We
imagine...
kind of did that with Peace of Mind cover, didn't we?
Mm-mm.
We linked it to YouTube, didn't we?
No.
Or was that the parody video?
The parody video we did, yeah. So, Garage Days, episode 6. So that's another thing coming out. We'll have the season finale to Garage Days, episode 7. That's
So,
coming out.
Explain to people, like, why you wanted to do Garage Days, like...
I mean, that was just something way back in the day we were talking about, just parodying ourselves. And when we didn't have a lot of content, it was just a way to do something while we were, getting the EP finished and just releasing something to
Yeah.
get people to engage. And I think it's just,
It was also a good way to, like, kind of, like, de-stress and kind of, like, if we're having a tough spot in a song, like, coming up with something is also a good way to, like, kind of get away from it a while and be creative with something else. And...
Yeah, for sure. Well, I just feel like that's how a lot of creatives are, is like we love music, that's first and foremost, but, like, there's other avenues that we can pursue, and we're not the best actors, but we're getting there. I feel like it's getting better.
Speak for yourself.
no shit.
But, yeah, and so Garage Days is just something fun. Like, I think it's just such a cool idea to take, like, this band who thinks that they're awesome and them trying to rise to fame. What we do is we just go off of what we do in life and then twist it to be our characters on the YouTube series.
Yeah.
And
Go Bart.
I think the first couple episodes are goofy as we were finding our footing, but with anything, I think you just have to keep doing it and it gets better. And I think episode 6 is our best one. Hopefully, because that's how it should go.
And angles and cuts.
Yeah, we're getting better at editing. Krys is getting good at Photoshop and stuff, all them pretty YouTube thumbnails. And so it's just, you just got to keep going with something. And that was like the point of the podcast too. I was like, let's do something that we consistently do for a year. And hopefully we'll just keep getting better with that as well. But
Made a clip.
yeah. So the podcast, I guess that's a good thing to go into with interviewing other bands.
Yeah, it's been fun, man.
It's been great.
It's also been good for building relationships with those other bands too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we've learned a lot about those other bands and what they're going through and what kind of different things they're doing versus us. And it's kind of like, it's kind of fun to see, like, our approach to things and then other bands' approaches to, like, the same things.
Yeah. And like it's just a cool way to really engage with like the other locals, more than just going out to a show. And like when we're doing research on the bands, you sit there and listen to their music, you tear into the lyrics, look into their backstory. I'll creep their individual Facebook pages, so you learn more about them like that way. And so I just think it's been a lot of fun. You find common interests between just like members.
Yeah. And speaking of the podcast, we interviewed Meditator a few weeks ago. We have a show with them on September 1st.
September 1st at the end. So our Nashville fans.
Link for the tickets will also be in the description.
Mm-hmm.
$2 off ticket price when you buy online.
Yeah. If you use our little code.
Bam, 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 bam.
Yeah.
Promo code.
So,
Brace yourself.
so you got Chris.
I got a knock that's ready to go.
How's your experience with everything so far?
Grind, man. It's all grind.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely a lot of behind the scenes shit.
Mm-hmm.
So, speaking of that, we'll have behind the scenes for Beneath the Waves music video coming. Yeah. And let's see, what else do we got? We got our cover. You're Still the One.
Mm-hmm.
You're still the one.
Mm-hmm.
I have another cover in the works that is mostly involving Trey.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure that'll
Probably be an Archeons thing at the end of
Yeah.
it.
So, trying to get Huff to do just individual covers where the band doesn't have to redo the music, but he's adamant that we do most of the time.
Not very adamant. You were just like, I'm doing this. I'm like, okay.
I said for that one.
It's really cool. I can't wait for you guys to hear it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Not sure if I should say like what it is yet. I think I'll just wait.
Oh, yeah?
I think I'll just...
Don't count your eggs before they're hatched.
Yeah. True. These dogs, man. What a horrible idea.
Rory, how are you enjoying everything so far, man?
Just been anxious.
You like the
Anxious.
podcast? You like the show?
But yeah, so let's go into just the future. And we just released a Patreon, and that's just a cool way. We have like a lot of content, whereas like it doesn't really make sense to.
It doesn't really make it out to the public. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because there's just like it's hard to find like things of us just hanging out and stuff to release it without just destroying our YouTube channel with a bunch of random videos that don't make sense. So Patreon is just a cool way for, you know, like people who want to support us, as well as just seeing more behind the scenes. We release like demos of songs in the
We got
works.
unfinished songs on there. A bunch of photos leading up to now.
Yep. Yeah, and just like fun stuff that we filmed. I actually deleted a ton of things off of my computer because I was like, oh, we'll never use this. And then we
Lo and
found,
behold.
yeah, and then we found a good opportunity too. So there's still some things sitting there.
Yeah. I mean, with everything we do too, we'll have like a mountain of content because we're always filming everything.
Mm-hmm. Trying to remember
Always.
to.
Try to get in the
Yeah.
habit of it.
Yeah, that's a tough thing too. Posting to social media. Chris has been killing the Twitter game.
Yeah, I
Just
saw
found
that.
that out,
When
yeah.
I looked on the Afton thing for the show, I saw that
Yeah.
Twitter was fucking lit.
I know. I was like, what? Oh,
I don't know about the Afton thing.
what? Well, no, because the
shows our Twitter
Twitter's
feed, yeah.
Yeah, it shows the Twitter feed on there, so that's how I saw it too.
Yeah, consistency, man.
Yeah.
Every day, yeah. He's been
Yeah.
posting every fucking day. We need to do that with all of our other social medias. We just suck.
Yeah, it's hard. We're not ones to really sit there and take pictures of everything we're doing, so we're learning.
Yeah.
But I feel like just in this day and age,
Even,
you kind
even
of have
just a
to.
meme or something like he's doing with our Twitter, like
I ain't posting no memes.
memes or just like, you know, oh,
Retweeting.
like here's a video of some AI thing.
Yeah, something interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Something that gives you value.
Yeah.
Don't want to just shit post or just put out whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's this band I follow on Facebook. I can't think of their names right now. I also don't want to like give them platform to like, because they might not want this, but they just shit post all day and like it does good for them. Like people
Yeah.
pay attention to their posts when they post serious shit.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
But
Because I would say usually if you just post like funny stuff, like memes and stuff, and then you post something about yourself, it would just be like, it's kind of like your friends on Facebook. Like you'll like their comments, but then if they
Yeah.
post something about themselves, you like scroll past.
well, it's also like a deathcore band. I think deathcore bands have like a bigger opportunity for like memes and shit like that.
I can see that.
Because
Yeah.
they're Rings of Saturn.
No,
It really
it's
paved the
something
way.
like that.
What?
Yeah,
Rings
it's
of
a
Saturn,
band
they
that
do-
sounds just like them.
Yeah. They have a great Facebook.
It seems like that scene is
Yeah.
a bunch of memes and shit, which is fine. All the hardcore dancing and whatnot.
Yeah. Putting
Or just
the,
dad rock to them.
pretty much, the old butt rock. That's how I always call it.
dad rock.
I don't know about
Oh,
that.
they're singing, it's dad rock.
Yeah.
There you go.
There's no breakdown in here. Fucking dad rock.
Yeah.
You got breakdowns.
But yeah, I would say that's the hardest thing with music is being consistent and then getting people to pay attention to you. So how do you think you curb that?
Give them a reason to.
How?
Put out good shit.
It's all about the experience.
Put out
man.
good, entertaining, hooking, just great shit.
It's also about the experience too, like where you're at in life. Like,
Experience of great shit.
I don't know. I feel like
I think
it's
music has to
nostalgia.
resonate with you where you're at in life.
Nostalgia
Mhm.
has a lot to do with it.
yeah, for sure. I
So-
think like the great shit's hard because like you could post something great, but then people won't click on it.
It's all
'cause-
about timing, man.
Yeah.
So be it. Still great.
That's why you have to release consistently because
Yeah.
at some point those people are gonna be like, oh okay, and hopefully they'll just click on something that's not shit.
Yeah, pretty much. It's all about timing. It's
I would
luck and
rather-
timing.
I'd rather make sure it's all good shit.
Yeah, quality.
Not
As
hope
we-
they-
as we keep
not hope
doing
they
it.
don't put it. They click on the bad
As
shit.
we keep doing it, it's gonna get better.
Yeah.
Like,
I think that's like the
That's the
big
goal.
thing is you have to just
Jesus Christ,
constantly
Lord.
do something because it's gonna get better.
yeah, just be consistent. Your time will come.
Yeah.
Let the rest fall into chance and whatever.
Yeah, buddy.
He hears you. He hears
Rory,
you.
do
out
you have
there.
anything to say about the future?
I would say that
He's just listening into the future.
this is a great way to show why we don't ever have the dogs in the room or in the house.
They've been here since the first one.
Yep, just usually
And
hanging
this
out.
is why they're not in the first one.
Mm.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
What?
What else? Show September 1st. What? Also September 20th?
September 20th at Media Rerun.
Yeah. So if you guys that are listening would like to come support and help us out, help other live bands out, we will be there trying our best and playing Dragon Ball Z and Mortal Kombat on the side stage.
Yeah. So that's other cool thing. With our cabs, we'll have some little visual experiences during the set, and then after the set, and in between all the other bands, we'll have. I want to get a Nintendo Switch because I think it'd be fun to play like Smash Bros and stuff. But for right now, we'll have like Dragon Ball Fighters, and
Fighter Z? Or is
it's
it
definitely
Fighters?
Dragon Ball Fighters because they're
Tomato,
attached. But the
tomato.
Z is the Z is capitalized though, so I don't know. I call it Dragon Ball Fighters. So we'll have that, and then we'll have that at the merch table, and then if you win, you'll get 50% off any item at the merch table.
Hell yeah.
So that's just like a fun way to.
And you could also double up, and by buying a ticket in advance, you get a free EP.
Mm-hmm.
Are we doing that? Okay.
Yeah. Man, we should do this thing where if you win in Dragon Ball Fighters, then you can do double or nothing, where you could get a free item, but you have to beat.
You.
Yeah. No, so I'm just gonna.
Nobody would win.
Yeah, so then I'm just gonna have to.
Then we wouldn't make any sales. Like
That's not
a terrible
true.
idea.
I'm sure there's people who are way better than me. But I'm just gonna spend the next 2 weeks only playing that game, so learning all the combos.
Cool. So no one gets any free shit. Great idea.
Damn. No, it makes it more engaging because then they practice.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
So Jonathan, if you're watching this, please practice Fighter Z.
Yeah.
Your training starts now.
Yeah.
Come on.
But I would say that pretty much wraps it up. We're just gonna do a short one.
Yeah. I ain't got much to talk about this week. I don't have any guests.
Yeah, we're gonna have guests will be back. Have iGriever coming on soon, which I'm super excited for.
I'd
It's
like to
gonna-
thank Rory Noctis for coming on the podcast today and licking my eyeball out of my face.
Yeah, buddy.
That's his answer. You can probably hear that.
Krys.
Yes. What?
Yeah.
Final words?
Yeah.
Be good or be good at it.
Yeah, what he said.
Quality over quantity.
Yes.
Quantity.
Consistency.
And sometimes your consistency.
Consistent quality.
No, okay. Here we go. Let's go into this. Because I think that this needs to be.
We just wrapped it up.
It doesn't
We're gonna
matter.
cut that.
No, I'll
We
just
don't-
leave that into. It. Doesn't even
YouTube
matter.
doesn't get cut.
I think that with music, quality is important. I also think that you have to release consistently.
That you do.
So it's kind of like
It's
this
a competitive
fine
market, man.
this fine balance. But for other Rory, I'm trying to speak. Anyway, I think that when you're starting off and like building a platform, you have to kind of release stuff because you're just going to get better at releasing it.
Yes, that's the goal, is to get better.
Yeah. So something might not be quality in the future, but at the moment, hopefully it's something good and you're proud of. Like, I would say, like, Garage Days episode 1. Like, when I go back and watch that, I'm like, this is really goofy.
Mm-hmm.
But at the time, you were proud of it.
But at the time, I was very stoked
I'd say that about the entire EP.
Yeah, the EP too.
Valiant effort.
Yeah.
Yep, for sure.
And so, like, you just kind of have to not be fearful of releasing something.
Yeah.
Because you have to.
And you should also be wise about releasing everything.
Yeah. But I think
your standards are going to raise the more you do it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, for sure, because then your confidence in what you're producing gets better. Because what you're producing gets better.
Yeah. But the only way to get better is to release things.
It's to do things.
How is it that...
You gotta get feedback, though, on, like, what you're doing.
Yes,
actually.
you do.
Well, there's that.
Feedback would be great.
And then you want to grow. And, like, the people that follow you from, like, the beginning are going to see that growth and appreciate it as well. Whereas if you hold something back until you release this one good thing, now you're releasing it to no fan base because you've never posted anything before, and it's good, but that doesn't mean that it's going to go anywhere. Because quality doesn't always mean success. I think that...
Neither does quantity.
Yeah, but I think that consistency...
If you put out anything regardless of quality, you're still the fan base will still be the same.
But I think that quality is very, personal. You know, like something might not seem quality to you, but somebody could really appreciate it.
That's where the feedback comes in.
You know, and something could seem quality to you, and then everybody's like, this sucks.
Just do what you think is good enough for you. Consistently.
Yeah, but to have consistency, sometimes you have to slip on the quality.
I cannot agree.
What do you mean?
I
think you can meet your deadlines.
I think you can.
I think that you can meet your deadlines.
Or if you don't, accept it for what it is.
Okay, case in point.
Because would you rather be someone who just puts out whatever, or be someone who puts out good shit?
I think that, but I'm saying, like, when you're releasing consistently, sometimes it's not going to be if something that you're releasing isn't as good as it was the week before, are you saying to not release it?
It's if in hindsight it's worse than what you thought when you put it out, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you're confident when you put it out, then it's as good as it could be at the moment.
But
if you second guess something, you shouldn't put it out. If you're not feeling it in the moment,
I can agree with that.
This isn't up to my standards. Okay, I'll sit on it. But if you put it out and it doesn't end up being what you want it to be, that's fine. That's what you should aim for.
So you're saying, but what if it's like 4 weeks go by and you're like, because you're in this dry spell, and so you've released nothing for 4 weeks because you're like, this isn't the quality that I want it to be.
Why would you not be working on stuff in that 4 weeks?
You could be working on stuff, but you've never had that thing where you just are working on something and then it's like, this isn't what I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, so toss that.
Back shelf it for a while is what I usually do.
Put it on the back burner. Maybe it'll come to fruition in the future once you're more confident.
But what if that happens for a month?
Shit happens.
So you're saying to just
life.
not release anything?
Just work on other things.
No, I'm saying always be working on something.
Just work on other things if you're not feeling it.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, saying...
Everything you do goes towards the bigger picture, whether it's good or not. It's just a matter of you're putting in effort and making motion that really matters.
But what I'm saying is that sometimes to have consistency, the quality might not beat what happened last week or a month ago. Like, sometimes your things just aren't as good as they have been in the past, but to have that consistent content, you just gotta kind of, it's not even like biting the bullet, but it's more of like, I know this isn't as good as something I've done in the past, but I know that this is decent.
To each his own.
I guess we'll be discussing this in the next few weeks when we release shit.
We'll see where it goes from here on out.
Yeah. Just everything released turns to shit, and then you'll know that I won. That's not what I'm saying at all. I don't mean release bad shit. I mean that you're not always going to top yourself.
Release decent shit consistently.
Yeah, release decent shit consistently, and then release quality within that decent shit.
Yeah.
So, like, even if it's like a single, and say, so we have this plan to release a single every, 6 weeks or 8 weeks or something like that. One of those songs probably isn't going to be as good as another one of those songs.
Mm-hmm.
But does that mean you shouldn't release it?
You should aim for whatever the next single is to be better than the one before it.
For sure, but what if it's not?
Then so be it. If you're confident when you put it out, it doesn't matter.
Wait,
what? I'm stoked. If you put a single out and you're stoked on it, cool. Mm-hmm. You put the next one out, you're confident, you're stoked, sweet.
But what if it's not as good as that first song? If you go to put out the second
one, then don't put it out.
So then just miss your deadline. Confident.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Because I just don't, I feel like, because what if 3 months go by then?
For us specifically, we're in the fetus stage. So we can miss a deadline for really good to put out quality.
That is true.
Right.
We're not on a label. We don't have a contract.
Mm-hmm. But it's just the building habits, and I feel like that's the issue that we'll fall into a lot of, where we'll do something, we'll be like, this is our release schedule.
Kind of glaze over a deadline. And then, like, nah, that's okay.
Like the EP was supposed to. So we released Consuming Gravity in July, right? And it was supposed to come out 6 weeks after Consuming Gravity.
To like October.
And then it was like what, October?
That was also back in the day. That's even earlier than now. It's very early learning stages.
I just think that it's a slippery slope to not hit a deadline that you set for yourself. It's kind of like when you say you're going to get up in the morning.
So why?
And then you don't, and then you continue this vicious cycle where you're like, okay, I'm going to get up in the morning, and then you don't again, and then you don't again, and so then every time you tell yourself you're going to get up in the morning, you just know you're lying to yourself.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's how we got for a little bit.
Get a fucking alarm clock. I don't know.
I'm using it as an example.
I know. I'm just kidding.
And so I feel like that's where we kind of hit for a little bit, and that's why we had this big dry spell of not releasing anything.
Yeah, and now we're back, baby.
Yeah, we back. And that's because we've been hitting deadlines with like the podcast, and we have this release schedule that so far we're doing good. Hopefully, Beneath the Waves acoustic.
It'll be out. Don't worry about it. We got it.
Yeah. We jammed it a little yesterday and it was fine. It wasn't quality.
There's quantity though.
Not yet.
Not quantity yet.
Not quantity yet.
But yeah, so I just think it's a slippery slope. I think that sometimes.
And I disagree. I don't think there's any downside to aiming for the best thing you can do.
Yeah, I think that you aim for the best that you can do, but you hit your deadlines.
Well, life happens sometimes.
Michael Jackson wrote the entire Thriller album in like less than a week.
It's because he's Michael fucking Jackson.
Yeah. Speaking of that, would you kiss your kid on the mouth?
No.
Nope.
I'd kiss Rory on the mouth though, and he licks his balls. So.
His big old balls.
What do I know?
He does have a set on him.
He just opened his eyes like, what?
I don't know.
What?
I guess that's the good thing of having two people with disagreeing views, because we can balance it out. Because from here on out, I'd like to pretty much release consistently.
Yeah, I'd say that's a very achievable goal.
Consistency is absolutely
with quality,
fantastic.
And I think that it's, I think that we know what, for the most part, in our opinions, like what quality would be. I'm sure a lot of people would disagree with the quality of our stuff, but
yeah.
But I think
it'd be great to hear that. Great to hear that feedback.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. If you don't like our shit, tell us why.
Besides, Huff looks like an emo kid.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true.
All right, thank you guys for checking in. We're gonna head out. We have practice and a lot of shows to be ready for. So thank you guys for checking in. This is gonna be a short one.
Yeah.
This has been Rory. Noctis is down there somewhere. I'm Huff.
I'm Trey. This is Krys. Jesus Christ. Alright. Till next time.
Yeah!
See you guys.
Bye. Fuck you.
That's my beer.
Want some vape?